And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Here's Brown.
Well, Chicago really established its home record last year at the United Center. In fact, they finished with the best record at home in the Eastern Conference. That was one of the big reasons why they were the #1 overall seed in the playoffs.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Lakers right now, Artest and Powell in the forward slots. Brown out there with Kobe, and it's Bynum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. You mentioned the Bulls, Steve, tied the other #1 seed, the Spurs, for the best home record in the entire league. Boy, those were two great teams in the regular year, Clark.
They certainly were. 36 wins in 41 tries. Just what you'd expect from a team that was so dominant at home like the Bulls were.
They may have to start looking for some other options because he's really struggling out there.
Kobe gets the bucket. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Well, the fans love it. I mean, a tug-of-war, back and forth affair, but if you're a coach, there's a little frustration here. You're trying to pull ahead, but pretty evenly matched game.
And here's Rose, following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Here's Boozer, and again, no good by Chicago.
Changing sides didn't seem to help them at all, huh, guys? They've missed their first 3 shots in the third quarter. Carlos Boozer signed that big free agent contract with Chicago before last season and then broke his hand before the year even started. But he came back, got healthy, and became a strong presence, and the Bulls had a great season.
You know, just to follow up on what you said there, Steve, I mean, injuries have been an issue for Boozer over his career. I mean, he gives the Bulls a low post presence, and they've needed that for years, so I think it can be a good fit for him.
Defended by Gasol. Boozer against Gasol. Right up. Here's Noah. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
Great awareness by fouling on that layup. Make him earn 2 points.
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer. I mean, send him to the line instead of giving up an easy 2.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, a recent stat said that in the last 15 years, the Lakers are on average the best offense in the NBA. But in crunch time, ironically, they fall to around 12th best offensively. Not nearly as effective.
The Lakers making a switch here. Carricker's checked in. Start going back to the Lakers, and they're let down as far as crunch time offense goes. Good point by you. Steve, you take it now. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think Kobe's not the player that he once was, Kevin. I mean, he's not as athletic. He's not as capable as he used to be getting shots off against any type of defense. And I think the rest of the guys maybe lost a little confidence in themselves as a result.
Now here's Rose. 8 points for him. Bogans. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Bogans got 6. Here's Kobe. Trailing by 2. Gathers, and he makes good on the layup. And that'll tie this game up.
And right now, he can do no wrong. Everything's working for him this quarter.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Lakers, #1.
The last few weeks have shown these guys that being patient with your passing can earn you some easy looks and baskets. Excellent teamwork. The more you do it, the more you're rewarded, and it becomes contagious.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. A Sheik comes in for Joakim Noah. And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Carlos Boozer. Now here's Rose. Outside Dang. Picked up by Artest. Brown against Rose. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. 3-pointer, and the Bulls another 3.
This is an interesting matchup. Neither team has been able to get an edge.
I tell you what, it's been enjoyable to watch this one. I mean, they haven't given an inch to each other, and neither side is backing down in this one.
He has looked very comfortable from three-point land today.
Well, the bulk of his points, that's where they've come from.
Here is Bogans. He's got 9. Great open look there. Hogan's got 9 points here in the second half.
9 straight points for them off of wide open looks from deep. Something has to change for this deep.
Yeah, they're just giving up too many easy shots out there. They've got to close out harder, get a hand up, make him put it on the floor. And he knocks down a 3 of his own.
And even if he didn't, he just made it personal coming right back with a 3 of his own there.
It's tipped.
Great defensive work right there. The quick hands lead to the turnover. That's how it works. Your defense feeds into the offense.
Yeah, you know, excellent work, I thought. Solid work on both ends in that particular sequence.
Rose against Brown. Goes up on the wing. And it's Rose missing.
Well, that's a really good look, but even as good a shooter as he is, they're not all going to fall.
There's the triple, and Shannon Brown, the bucket on the assist from Andrew Bynum. And it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Another open look hits bottom from outside.
Yep, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Now, the Bulls had to battle some injuries last year, but it didn't slow them down one bit in their rampage through the East. Carlos Boozer missed time early. Joakim Noah missed a large chunk of the season as well, but it didn't slow them down.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Asik. Brewer comes in for Keith Bogans. And it's Watson in for Derrick Rose. Here is Watson. Clock at 6. Artest against Gibson. Picked up by Artest. Oh, good from Gibson. Here is Watson. He's covered by Fisher. Watson kicks it to Noah. Guarded by Blake. To halt the run. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. They get Paul Gasol. The Lakers making a switch here.
Joakim Noah at the line for the ball.
Nice job at the line, and that one falls to pick up the and one. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December, taking a look at Miami. Long way to go still in the season, but even so, they've got the top spot. And, of course, the Bulls, a game and a half away.
You know, I think for Chicago, they've got people all around the league shaking and scratching their heads, trying to figure out why a team that was so potent last year is now squarely in the middle of the pack.
Well, they went through a few changes in the offseason, but not enough where you'd think the team would make such a dramatic drop. So I'm surprised. I thought this club would be a lot better.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, the points have really come in bunches for him so far, and not really a surprise because you know exactly what he can do.
Well, he's been in the groove all game long, Steve, and not too many hiccups in regards to his shooting, but we also have come to expect this from him, so we're not surprised by it.
We'll see you in just a moment, live here from Chicago.